Alrighty. Hopefully everything wants to work. I lost power
It won't.
a night or two ago, and I haven't turned my computer on since I just randomly lost power, so...
Oh no.
Oh no.
So we'll see what happens.
The fuck? Enjoy.
Oh, I gotta get some stuff together. Still. Oh, here we go.
Another the most like quiet start we've had this in a while.
Because I'm reading.
Oh, what the hell are you reading?
Just some of the war gear and stuff that the book provides.
Oh, which book did you get?
For the night.
Oh.
I still haven't finished building the knight. I have to finish the chainsword. And once I finish the chainsword...
How dare you not finish the night? What the fuck?
I literally haven't done anything since the last show. It has just been a busy
man.
week.
Hello! Kyle is still getting himself ready.
Oh, I'm ready to go now. I found my page. I'm ready to go.
Ah, finally.
Yeah. Oh,
You know,
Emmy's here.
We sat here for like 20 minutes before the show,
Okay.
and you literally didn't. You didn't get ready.
I got a phone call, bud. I had a phone call. All right.
And then Bob's over there just doing his own fucking thing.
Yes, just shooting things with explosive rocket. An assault rifle that fires miniature rockets.
What are you doing? Fighting demons?
At the moment, just murdering Xenos and heretics.
All right.
We got a show to do. Get it done. Alright, man. You gotta get this done.
All right, on that note, welcome everyone to the Art of Lore show, where we have another episode for you today of great lore.
We'll go
Maybe
with that, yeah.
some art.
If Kyle ever gets his art ready.
Kyle's got the miniature forge going. Kyle's still building the knight from the last episode, but it's almost complete. And then I'll be able to give it a good prime, and then we'll start painting the knight. Yes.
Now, I was hoping to actually, do the night episode when you had your night done, but I didn't know it was gonna take you about a month.
Well, I didn't realize how much a knight takes to build. I mean, this is the third episode the knight has been. All right.
One of those paint shield where you literally just sat there and built it for like 3 hours.
I built it for 3 hours and still, like, that was just the legs. All right, well, here we are. Here's the night. We got the top carapace, I guess you want to call it, is all built. The legs are built. I have the rocket turret for the top to compare.
The multiple rocket launcher.
For the top, I have him built. The chain gun, the minigun's built. I just have to finish the Reaper chainsword, which this is all I got started so far.
That's it.
He got a little tiny piece.
That's it. Just this little guy.
God damn, Kyle. God damn.
All right. Well, that is the art portion, because once I build the chainsword, I'm gonna move the knight off the table and then just dive right into painting some more guardsmen. Because once I get the guardsmen painted, we'll eventually be able to play a game of Kill Team, as I have been saying for the past couple months.
Yes.
I'm not really expecting anything at this point. I'm expecting next year we'll let you start a game.
So, anyways, I will now hand the floor over to the Magos.
All right, Kyle. You know the drill. I got a quote for you. Let's see if you can figure out who this is. You ready?
So be it.
All right. Indeed, the very process of construction and creation foreshadows destruction and decay. The palace of today is tomorrow's ruin. The maiden of the morning is the crone of the night, and the hope of a moment is but the foundation stone of everlasting regret. End quote.
End quote.
I already know what this is because I was already told what it is.
Yeah, we were playing Battle Block Theater while waiting for you.
Yeah, I have absolutely no idea.
No guess?
Like, give it to me again. Give it to me again.
Alright. Beginning the quote. Indeed, the very process of construction and creation foreshadows destruction and decay. The palace of today is tomorrow's ruin. The maiden of the morning is the crone of the night, and the hope of a moment is but foundation stone of everlasting regret. End quote. The lost and the damned.
The lost and the damned. It just sounds like if something good is going to be bad tomorrow. So the only thing I can think of is is this like a chaos episode?
He's right there.
Is there something
You're on the
chaosy
right
going
path.
on?
Yeah?
Are you trying to go Nurgle on me?
Ding ding ding!
Oh, I got it!
You're already way better than DK.
Yay! I say, because you talked about it being good and then going bad. I'm like, well, the only thing I can think of that's rot is going to be Chaos Nurgle.
So I think so far he has gotten every one of my quotes. I think so.
The fuck he has.
You talking about me?
Yeah.
No.
Which one have you failed?
I have not. I didn't get the Titans. That was like 2 episodes ago.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Yeah.
So I mean,
I think
there's a couple I'm pretty sure I haven't gotten. I have to go
I
back
think
and check the
majority
logs.
you've gotten.
Dakota Seer will have to check the logs.
I already know the answer. You've missed 5.
Okay. I do want to say this really quick. Warning: many gross things ahead. Viewer discretion is advised.
Space AIDS may be involved.
Yes, this is the Nurgle episode. Nurgle is a sick fuck.
Space AIDS may be involved.
Wonderful.
And also, I want to play a game with you two.
Uh-huh.
Every time
What?
I say diseased, take a shot.
No.
Anyone who wants to play.
Absolutely not. That's a quick way to alcohol poisoning.
It's a good thing I finished my alcohol like a while ago.
I still have
Yeah.
an entire bottle of whiskey. I'm
Yeah,
not
but-
doing that.
Oh, come on. It'll be
Nope.
a fun game.
Yeah. Two Bob guys.
All right. So Nurgle, the Lord of Flies, the Plague Lord, the Great Corruptor, the Master of Pestilence, the Lord of All. One of the 4 major Chaos Gods next to Slanesh, Zinch, and Korn. Nurgle's power is in entropy, morbidity, disease, and physical corruption. Nurgle, his holy number is the number 7. It's to the point that even there's a lot of special rules in the game. Because a lot of rules have like 6 inches. Nurgle has 7 inches, or all his stuff is tied to 7. There's even the Death Guard even have a rule for their plague bearers that you roll 7 die, and then it's like anything from a 3 up, they come back to life.
So they got a hard on for the number 7.
Yes, and then sort of like how Slanesh's holy number is 6, and Zinch is 8, and Korn, I can't remember. I think Korn's 9. You remember Korn's 9, Bob?
You had it mixed up. Zinchus is not as 9. Corn's 8.
Okay.
The eightfolded path of slaughter.
Okay, I thought Zinch was not 8 because I thought of it like infinity.
Oh.
Because everything changes forever. Okay. Anyway, I got it. So Nurgle's whole thing is that all things will die and decay. Even the Emperor is affected by decay. So even Nurgle has his fingers on the Emperor. To think he's a rotting corpse on a golden throne. Uh-huh.
The fact that you just said that hurt anybody who knows the lore's head so much, I think we may have lost a viewer. You thought you did a big brain there, but it was big brained, just smooth brained.
Big smooth brain. Joke's on you. I don't have a brain, it's a computer. Fuck you.
That's running Windows 10.
Running Windows 8.
At launch.
Alright, so the warp, I'm pretty sure as a lot of people know, all the chaos gods reside in the warp. The warp is pretty much a realm of all emotion, and the chaos gods embody these emotions. Korn, anger and wrath, Zinch, hope, Slanesh, pleasure, and Nurgle is actually despair. He feeds, the Lord of All feeds on the prayers and also the fear of death and disease. So technically, if your father is sick and you're praying to the Emperor for him to be cured, your prayers are actually feeding Nurgle. Or say if you have a horrible disease and you just want to live one more day, you are actually giving Nurgle power. And Emily says, "I am the warp." Okay.
Wait, you're feeding Nurgle by wanting to not be sick?
Yes. Say if you're sick and you just want to live one more day, or say if you're there's a pestilence going around in your hive city, and you are just scared shitless of getting it. And all that feeds into Nurgle.
Really?
You make Nurgle chonk. Well,
I
chonker.
wasn't expecting that.
And as you know, since the Lord of Flies, he's the god of pestilence. His power waxes and wanes with pandemics in the galaxy.
I think she's playing chaos there.
What's up?
I think Emily said playing chaos.
I think. Well, that's actually Jared. Jared plays Black Legion, right?
I'm talking about her in the warp right now in the chat.
Isn't she Eldari? Emily, aren't you Eldari?
Yep.
Elves.
She is Harlequin, actually.
Oh yeah, she's the clown girls.
All right, that's a couple steps up from the elves.
The honking.
In my book, the honk mother.
The honk mother.
Changing the name now.
You know, I can always make us lose all our followers. She's painted Clissy.
Let me see here. Is there a way to change the name so it pairs up different? Damn it.
Nope.
Shame.
I like the robots too. I forget their name.
Knights.
Oh, the Knights.
Or the Necrons, one of the two.
Okay. Well, anyways, back to Chunk Boy. So yeah, his power waxes and wanes with pandemics in the galaxy. So say there is literally a pandemic ravaging half the galaxy. His power can grow to the point that his realm will actually invade Korn, Zinch, and Slanesh. Or when there is no sickness, there's sickness like simmering in the galaxy, his power wanes, and then he's in the threat of being invaded. But everything ends, and with the end, the cycle begins again. Say, like an Imperial Guardsman is killed by a Cadson Spiker, his life ends and a new Spiker begins. Or, say, Riders rot of flesh in the sewer. They died so that a plague rat can grow. Even a rogue trader deals must end, and he must find a new one. Everything ends and starts again. All this is inside his domain as he brews new plagues and gifts for the mortal realm. And from there, we'll talk about Nurgle's realm, also known as the Garden of Nurgle. The Garden of Nurgle, no mortal mind can contemplate the size and the layout of it. It's constantly shifting, constantly changing. You walk one way, and next thing you know, you're in a swamp. You turn back around, walk back. It ain't what you thought it was before, and now you're in a jungle.
Does anyone think that when you hear about the Garden of Nurgle, you just see a bunch of spoiled cabbages in a pile?
No.
Am I the only one coming up with that?
You're not entirely wrong.
You're not wrong, but you're not entirely correct either.
Yeah,
That's just what comes into my mind when I hear Garden of Nurgle. It's like some farmer's market stall that has just a bunch of spoiled fruit with flies everywhere.
It gets worse.
Oh, it gets much worse. So the garden is home to bewildering plants and fauna. Shovel petal plants dig themselves up and leave the dirt in which they grow, so that plague bearers can plant new skull seeds in the rich soil. As the skull seeds grow and blossom, they attract bounding, stomping, and ever exuberant beasts of Nurgle that mistake their heads of new playthings, buried people. So they'll just go in there and eat the head. This scatters their matter violently into the air, where it comes to rest on the wings of flies. Slowed by the sticky pulp of the sweater plants, these insects become easy prey for other flying creatures that ingest them as the rot-choked air. And unbeknownst to these predators, boat flies are carriers of many Nurgle's experimental diseases and other creations. With their innards thus infected, these predators sicken, vomiting the contents of their guts all across the garden they fly about, and eventually explode in the showers of life-giving flesh and blood. This bounty of mutated and mutilated tissue falls into the areas of the garden beneath, decaying into compost and starting the cycle of life and death anew. The Garden of Nurgle.
That's just lovely.
And this is why I gave a warning into the beginning of this episode.
You haven't even gotten to the good shit yet.
Oh no, this is just the starter shit. So along with all these plants, there's also jungles that bloom tropical diseases. There are sickening swamps, layers that are filled with maggots. Everything you can think of that can spread disease is in the Garden of Nurgle. And further down the paths of these are humans, taken to be tested on. There's nothing I can really say. They're just pretty much poor human souls, buried in the swamp, and just constantly just in moaning pain of being extremely fucking sick.
Oh god.
Imagine this, Kyle. You have the flu, bronchitis, cancer, and tuberculosis all at the same exact time, and you are stuck and AIDS, and you're stuck in a swamp, up to your neck in mud, and with maggots crawling all over your skin at all times.
And shit floating on the water.
Well, this is why I'm glad I'm a robot.
Oh, Kyle, even don't you forget, Mortarion actually created a disease that can affect Necrons. It destroyed, I think, 12 or 13 Tomb Worlds. It's the ultimate malware.
So y'all claim.
All I can say is, all he did was find an old copy of Windows 97.
It just injected into Tomb Worlds in a floppy disk.
Just upload, and problem solved.
But in the center of the Plague Lord's domain is his mansion. A large rotten wooden structure that really shouldn't stand. Mold and mildew cover most of the walls. Almost every window is broken and stained, and the shingles are so old they're turning to dust. And inside the mansion lives the Plague Lord himself, and his most prized possession, a cauldron that is so large could hold all the oceans in the galaxy inside of it. And in there he creates his most toxic and most prized plagues. Every stir of his moldy, maggot-ridden spoon, a dozen new diseases are born. Plague bearers surround him in this cauldron, counting the diseases made, the nurglings born from his bloated flesh, and the mortal souls taken by his diseases. And every now and again, he decides to take a break from his cauldron. Sometimes Nurgle will sit in a massive wooden rocking chair inside of his lobby, and he'll actually talk to guests, both expected and unexpected. He is actually very nice, like a grandfather. That's why they call him Grandfather Nurgle.
Grandpappy.
And then, as they come and they talk, he will show him around his mansion, entering his countless rooms. So, that they're not expected. Sometimes guests, as they walk in, they can get easily lost, taken and eaten by dozens of demons in his mansion, hungry for fresh flesh. Something that isn't rotten for once. If they make it through his mansion, the wooden rotten slabs, the moth-eaten rugs. If they make it up to their attic, in there are full of diseases of decay cataloged, and also is going to make everyone shudder. Glass jars of souls forever infected and rotting into nothingness. If Nurgle decides he wants to leave his mansion, he'll actually take strolls into his garden. Unlike the other lords, he is very interactive with his domain. Like Slaanesh, they just watch from their tower. Khorne is a paraplegic. He never leaves the throne.
Never leaves his throne.
And Cinch is a mollusk.
Yeah, he's too busy scheming to really care. He's just in his ivory tower, constantly going, "Nee, how am I going to do this? Nee. Fuck this person over here, me." Yeah, Nurgle, he cherishes seeing the beauty of disease in his garden. He loves, interacting with the demons. Passing by demons, he will actually take time and talk to them. He's actually very interactive. He has a few favorite places inside his domain. They have actually existed since Nurgle first appeared in the warp. So a moment away from his mansion is the deathbeds. These are where I told you where the captured humans are. They're wayward travelers or invaders. Some put their neck in the foul, stinking mud. Nurgle actually has this for two reasons. First, he uses them for tech subjects. Second, they're his favorite entertainment. The Lord of the Flies loves actually hearing stories from beyond his own realm. So he will actually go over there and actually talk to the people. He will actually, remove the mud and maggots from their mouth and allow them to speak. And then, they'll tell him stories. So say he has an Imperial Guardsman from Cadia. And there he'll actually, tell me about your realm. Tell me about your world. Give me stories. And he'll actually take the stories, and then there are a few things that'll happen. First, if he's not thoroughly entertained, he'll just leave them there to be rotted, to continue in the mud. If they give him new inspiration, or if he was thoroughly entertained by their story, he will pluck them out of the mud, take them back to his mansion, infect them with some horrible disease, give them a final moist embrace, and send them back to their realm, to where they came from. So after the deathbeds, he will sometimes stroll to the pox yards. Again, warning, this is very gross. If you were squeamish, mute and don't listen to this.
Don't be a wimp.
No, this is very gross.
Drink the curdled milk. Eat some moldy cheese.
So
have some balls.
The Pox Yards. These are the testing grounds for the Great Corruptor's gifts. Many tests are needed, and the Pox Yard will shift as they meet the demand. So, say they need to test the spirit. A crystal clear lake is made, and the test subject drinks deeply from the refreshing waters. He hasn't drank in 3 days, and now there's beautiful crystal clear water, and he will drink deeply from it. And then all of a sudden, the water will turn to pus as they're drinking. Yes. Drink deeply from the curdled milk, as Bob said.
Whoa,
And then
lovely.
if the test subject is not sickened by this, it is a good test. If they suddenly start puking their guts out, the disease needs to be fixed some more. So, or say they need to test a skin-eating disease. The poxar will be filled with something called claw-thrust brambles. Imagine, brambles, but they're razor sharp. Infected captives are then sent running into the demon plants, chased by beasts of Nurgle. If the captives scream as they pass through the razored edge branches of the plants, then Nurgle knows that the poor wretches can still feel pain and his affliction needs refinement. Isn't that great, Kyle? Don't you love this?
Testing to see if they feel the pain.
Oh, yes. And there's actually one thing I did forget to talk about. Many places are all in the Lord's domain. There's one thing that he, in this domain, that he cares more about than anything else, is the Caged Maiden. You ever guess what you think the Caged Maiden is, Kyle?
Oh, I heard about this. It's an Eldari god.
Yes, and do you know that god's name?
No.
Bob
Bob?
does.
Bob,
It
what
is actually one of the most powerful of their pantheon, the goddess of life, Isha.
The goddess
Yes.
of life is trapped in Nurgle's rock.
Goddess?
Hell.
No, better. It's better, Kyle. The goddess of life, healing, fertility, and bountiful harvest.
Yep.
Oh,
the
God.
exact opposite of the god of death, rot, decay, and wretchedness.
You
Oh,
forgot
my
one
God.
thing, Bob.
That's great.
She's also the goddess of rejuvenation.
Yep.
Or or healing, the goddess of healing, which is the most polar opposite of the god of plague.
Now we're gonna tell the story of how she got there.
Yes, this is what I was going to talk about. So the goddess Isha was actually taken during the fall of the Eldari by Slanesh. Instead of absorbing Isha like all the other gods, Slanesh captured her.
Was gonna do horrible
It was
shit.
going to do horrible Slaneshi things to her. When all of a sudden Nurgle came to her quote-unquote rescue. Nurgle actually did a full invasion of Slanesh's realm with all of his demons. And he just went in there, wrecked all of Slanesh's shit, yoinked
Shit
Isha,
everywhere.
pissed and shit everywhere, and then left.
That's what Nurgle does.
It isn't really known why he did this. There's actually two reasons we actually think. First, he wanted to show Slanesh their place. Pretty much he's saying,
Brand new alive god thought, I'm so uppity. So Grandpappy stood up, pulled his pants up, got his beating stick,
yeah,
got a small child.
Grandpappy went forward with his cane and started smacking Slanesh and saying, "You goddamn kid, I'm the goddamn elder here. You list to your place. Fuck you. Get off my fucking lawn.
Respect your elders.
Respect your elders."
Oh, God.
The other reason? Some say he was actually in love with Isha. He was smitten.
Well, I guess opposites attract, right?
And
Yeah,
then
so-
all the wretches written, like, okay, I can't let this happen. Here, get out of the fat chair.
Yeah, because there's actually one thing is he adores Isha unlike anything else in the universe. There's a slight problem with that, though.
It's a fucking chaos god.
It's
Yeah,
one-sided.
The way he shows affection and adoration is infecting you with plague. So she's kept in a rusty cage next to his cauldron, where Grandpapa says she's always safe.
Is that like when someone's got a stalker, they keep saying you like dead cats?
Yeah.
In this circumstance, it's not like Slanesh hasn't tried to go get it back.
The only problem is she's dealing with Nurgle. And Nurgle doesn't really need to do much. His realm kills most shit. He is... We will talk... I have a story I'll tell you later on. Pretty much of why you don't invade Nurgle's realm. I think Bob already knows what I'm talking about.
Fuck you, knife ears.
In a rusty cage, she's kept next to his cauldron. And when a pleasing brew a really horrible infection is made, he will actually infect Isha and watch with extreme excitement at the symptoms take hold.
Oh, God.
Being the goddess of rejuvenation, she always heals herself. But he will actually watch and take note on how long it takes for her to actually eject the poison out of her. If it pleases Nurgle and how long it takes for her to come back to the normal, he will then grab the entire cauldron and dump it down a drain, where then it will affect all of the mortal realm. If not, he gulps the entire cauldron down at once, then vomits it out and starts anew.
Oh, Jesus.
Again, this is why I made the warning. But there's also a good point in this too. While the Lord of All is busy, Isha will actually whisper cures to his gifts to healers to fight back against her lot in life. She knows she can never leave, so she does the best what she can while stuck in the cage. So Kyle, do you want to hear about some knife ears getting fucked?
Yeah, that sounds good.
So, as you probably know, no mortal can survive in Nurgle's domain. Only those that are welcomed by the Lord of Flies can survive in his diseased and unrotting air. The reason why we know this is because of some psychers from a craft world called Lugats. Luggets. I don't know, some Eldar fucking name. They fucked around and they found out. There was, in this craft world and many craft worlds, there are stories of the caged maiden. No, a maiden stuck in Nurgle's realm who has the cure to all diseases. So these inspired the psychers of this craft world. A horrible plague called the brittle coma was actually ravaging them. The brittle coma pretty much, it just causes them to have seizures. They collapse into a coma, and then it literally eats them away until they turn to nothing but dust. One of Nurgle's finest. Believing in the spirit, believing in the caged maiden, they actually projected themselves into the warp and went to Nurgle's domain. Believing that being in spirit, they will be immune to his gifts. And if they died, their souls would actually go back to into their mortal bodies.
Yep.
Somebody said I like the anime hottie.
That's our sponsor. That's our dummy sponsor.
Yes. You can actually buy it for yourself if you go check our link down below.
I mean, you can get the anime hottie if you like too. They do have a sticker pack.
That's what I'm saying. You can get it down below from our link.
And they have a shirt or a hoodie, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, they have an anime bikini hoodie, I think. I too can have an anime waifu. The ones and only. Alright. So, sorry, anyways, back to this. So, they travel through his garden, traveling through the swamps, cutting through all the horrible fauna, and they finally gain to sight of Nurgle's mansion. But unbeknownst to them, the Rotfly spotted them and whispered into Grandfather Nurgle's ear. And as they reached there, suddenly plague bears just erupted from the swamp, and they started chanting. Boobles, phlegm, blood and guts, boils, bogies, rotten pus, blisters, fevers, weeping sores, from your wounds the fester pours. And they started just swarming those psychers. And for every one they cut down, 2 more plague bears rose from the muddy water. A full solar day they were in that swamp fighting. Until the brittle coma actually reached their mortal bodies. Slowly, one by one, their spirits started to convulse as their mortal body died and their spirit stones crumbled to dust, infected also. As their mortal bodies died, their souls were actually transported into Nurgle's domain. And since they were now mortal, Nurgle's gifts just hit them all at once.
Oh man.
Yep, and they just died in droves.
Bad things.
Their bodies turned to bark and rooted into the ground. Their arms split into branches which nurgling fruit bloomed. Now their looks of despair add delight to Nurgle's stroll, forever captive and quote-unquote alive.
Ugh.
Such is the fate of Nurgle's unwelcome guests.
Alive.
Yes, they are actually still alive, forever stuck and constantly feeling the pain of being infected. Isn't that great, Kyle?
Just sounds so lovely.
So, yeah, not really much else I can put. Nurgle is obviously still around, especially now that the Great Rift opened. His armies and including Mortarion have been very active in the galaxy. A lot of new plague rolls are currently being born. Mortarion actually invaded Macragge. He did a lot of damage. Actually, almost killed Blue Boy.
This is a good play
It's
up
all the
for.
cragged in Ultramar. Big difference. Major fucking difference.
He invaded. No, didn't he even reach Macragge?
No, he didn't.
Okay, well he still fucked up Blue Boy.
Yes and no.
It took the Emperor
It's more like,
possessing Blue Boy, Grandpa Blueberry, in order to beat Mortarion.
if you read the book, it seems like more and more like that was the fucking plan.
Nah.
Yeah, I hate to say it. It was
Nah.
a fucking MacGuffin of a half. Because Emps came back as they were stuck in the garden. He burnt half the garden, set the manse on fire. Mortarion got dragged in to the Black Mansion to get an ass whipping from Grandpa.
Yeah, mainly because he ignored Grandpa actually gave Mortarion an order to return to the Garden of Nurgle because Slanesh was invading.
Zitch and the Ghoul Stars.
Okay, well, okay. I thought it was Slanesh. I know. Technically, if you look at the map, Zinch and Slanesh's realms will border Nurgle's. So I thought it was Slanesh.
It was the fucking nerd.
Of course, they're nerd. Those two hate each other the most.
Yep.
Yeah, so Nurgle actually told Mortarion to come back and fight Zinch. Mortarion ignored Grandpappy and continued the assault because he thought he was close. Then he lost most of his army, and then Grandpa grabbed his fucking cane and beat Mortarion like, God damn it, you whippersnapper, I told you to come back!
It didn't help that half the garden got burnt down.
Yes, he was also extra angry.
Like I said,
damn, the demon burned my fucking garden, he burned all my places. Fuck you, you goddamn grandson.
to quote Gilliman or the Emperor or anything, too long have you creatures of the warp pushed upon reality, and that you now will know that reality will push back. And the fucking garden got lit on fire. The mansion caught flame and started smoking.
Cleansing flames. I like to hear it.
Gilliman and Ems were both pissed. And as I said, it's a bullshit plot hook, but it seems more and more like the plan was for Gilliman to get hit for this exact thing to happen. I think it's bullshit, but that's how it's written.
It is bullshit. It's Imperial propaganda, is all it is.
That's Aldari propaganda too, because it was the elf's idea.
It is the quote-unquote current alliances propaganda. Because yes, Technically, right now, the Imperium is allied to the elves.
Aww.
Because of a giant Eldar, big titty elf. Or my bad. Sorry, Dad. Stepmama.
Yes, we all know Yvrain and Gilliman are banging.
God, I swear one of these days this meme's gonna get us our ass whipped. But I'll die on this meme hill.
I'm currently stuck in a fucking tomb world. What do you expect to happen to me?
Where the fuck are you two?
I don't know.
I
All I
thought you
know
two
is I'm
were
stuck in a
at the
closet with no
library.
fucking legs. He won't give me my legs back.
Did you attack a? Did you try to raid a tomb world?
Maybe.
I'm not helping you.
Fuck you.
We
Give me
tell
back
you.
my fucking legs.
Nah. You can't run with no legs.
I'm sorry I took your toaster while mechanically hissing.
I gotta put that meme in the thing now. That,
Yeah, you do.
that had me
I
laughing so hard.
Alright, Bob, I found a meme. I'm going to share it to you.
Oh Jesus, hang on.
This one made Kyle chuckle very much.
Did you sending it to a messenger?
Yeah, I was sending it to your messenger.
It's in the
Good.
meme showcase.
But I'll just give it to Bob so he can just look at it. Well, you never looked at my other fucking pictures I sent you. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
I'm the one with legs still.
Jesus.
Damn, boy.
That man's
Yeah,
savage.
take a look at it. I sent it to you.
While we're recording, I'm going to try to show everybody at home the picture real quick, because I think I can figure out how to do it.
Oh. See if Kyle can figure something out.
I know, right?
See, I still got a little bit more, though, if you want to talk about this while you fuck with it.
Look at that.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
that
look.
Is that what happened?
I could go like this. I could be like, here you go, guys. Here's the picture. There it is.
Yeah, there's the meme.
This is the meme he sent me that had me laughing so hard. The Necron in his nightgown, got like his robot nightcap. Like, what's all that noise? Clicks it on. There's a bunch of mechanics and they go through his shit and mechanical hiss as they run off.
They run off with the fridge.
I'm like, how do you not? So now what I can
may have been in his house.
I can now
I may
use
have
this.
tried to steal his toaster, and I may have mechanically hissed as he cut my legs off. I don't know where I'm at, but this is what happened.
Oh, it's so good.
So what you're saying is it's all your fault. You did a stupid, and here we are.
I wanted that tech.
You did a stupid.
Fuck you.
I pushed the button. Okay, back to normal.
Well, you want to hear about some Nurgle demons?
Ow, 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 ow. Okay, yeah, okay, I'm good now. God,
What the fuck did you do?
my headset got wrapped around my chair somehow. Oh
So you
no.
ripped your ears off?
Oh, we're about to rip my head off.
Okay. Anyways, so first off, we're gonna talk about some Nurgle demons. The first one is the Nurglings. Nurglings are tiny, mischievous demons who are small, like pretty much they look like the Nurgle himself. So much so that actually sometimes they're called little princes. These round imps normally appear in large numbers, forming swarms which accompany armies dedicated to Nurgle. Occasionally, very dedicated Chaos Champions of Nurgle will become infested with Nurglings themselves, which will live in gaping wounds and orifices on the champion's body, and when the champion comes under attack, these little monsters will appear to defend their quote-unquote homes.
Homes. Oh God, just the way you say that.
Yeah, they're little tiny demons that live inside your body, Kyle. Next one is the Plague Bearers. Plague Bearers are rotting, wasted creatures of vaguely humanoid size and appearance, with a single burning eye. These vile lesser demons form the rank and file of the Plague Lord's pestilent demonic legions. Flies continually buzz around them, therefore making them difficult to fight. The many diseases carried by these demons can be used to terrible effect during battle. Emily says, I like that purple.
Oh yeah? I don't know if she saw your Nox Fabrica episode.
Yeah, those are my Castellan robots for my personal Forge World, which I want to go back to, Kyle. What the fuck, man?
Well,
go
when
home.
we discuss my Freeblade Knight, I guess I'll have to have an episode that will also
Yeah, then you
involve
can actually talk about
your Forge World.
Also, you can always talk about you can always have your episode about your like Forge person.
I think that'll be a little surprise episode when I finally get the Knight finished, and I finish the backstory for it. I'll talk you over it with you, and if it all goes well, yeah, the Theron will have an episode.
I say, when's Bob gonna have his episode talking about the blueberries?
You guys figure that one out.
I don't know.
Say, do you want Bob to start talking about blueberries?
I'll make blueberry jokes about
That's
your
gonna
blueberry
be what,
orchard.
a 10 series parter?
Because it's going to be beginning of the Legion's origins at Terra, campaign before Gilliman, finding Gilliman, campaigns, heresy, harrowing.
I will say, whenever I need a vacation, I'll let Bob.
It's a long fuck.
Whenever I want a break from writing and researching, I'll just hand it over to Bob. Like, here you go. Here's your 10 episodes.
Because he's not only does he have all the blueberries, he also has Kane. I have a feeling whenever we ever talk about Space Marines, it's in general, Bob's gonna be like the most of the information.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I don't know. No matter how much I research, Bob has probably researched more because he has the fucking books and I'm too poor.
It's yes.
Yes.
Oh, anyways, rotflies. Rotflies are colossal demonic insects whose appearance is so repugnant that it scars the mind. These vile creatures are the most loathsome of Nurgle's creations. Only the forbidden tomes of the Aldari Black Library speak of the forbidden process by which these creatures are birthed, for they are hatched in the sticky depths of Nurgle's garden in the realm of chaos, where the visionary and the loon wander in their dreams. So they're pretty much born in the depths of the Nurgle's garden in a process so horrible that everybody said, no, we're forgetting this shit.
Oh God.
Nobody needs to know.
That's bad.
Yes.
Like after what you told me, then this is too bad?
Yeah, that's how horrible it is. I'm pretty sure it's probably in the process of the demon Kabasa. Yes, it's a demon Kabasa.
Yeah, I finally learned about
Somebody
that. And
watches
that was bad.
Yeah, very bad. So next one we're talking about is the plague drones. Plague drones, very simple. They're just plague bearers that ride rothflies. Okay, we're just gonna beat the Nurgle.
Okay.
There's not much else. They're just fucking plague bearers that ride a rothfly. Okay, alright. No, cool. Alright. Beasts of Nurgle. Beasts of Nurgles are truly horrendous demonic aberrations. They have the soft, sticky, and molted body of a slug, webbed feet that flap uselessly, a face of writhing green tentacles, and a whip tail grope that bursts from its back and which wags constantly from side to side. If you ever played Warhammer 3, you know what these things look like, and they look fucking hideous. Speaking of which, a friend of mine just started playing Warhammer 3.
I saw Bricky do a thing about Warhammer 3, and it was good. If anybody likes Bricky and Adeptus Ridiculous, that whole thing, I suggest watching that video. It was good and informational. And he talked about the little Nurgle guy being in a mobility scooter thing, and that made me laugh. And that's all I can think of now when I hear about Grandfather Nurgle, even though they're like a mobility scooter. He's like in a hover around.
Not entirely too sure about that one. Bob,
What?
who's talking about the Nurgle in a mobility scooter?
Oh, Kugoth Plaguefather.
Oh, cool. Oh, okay. Now I get it. No, oh no. Oh, now it clicked. Now
Ding!
it clicked. I had a short circuit for a second.
The toaster finally functioned.
All right. So the last one we'll talk about is the Great Unclean One. Undoubtedly the foulest of the demonic servants of the ruinous powers. Each of these greater demons are shaped in the fashion of Nurgle himself.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Did you say Great Unclean or Great Clean One?
Fuck off.
Fuck
Massive,
that picture.
bloated, diseased carriers whose decaying flesh bulges with copulent cancer. They usually carry a great rusted blade known as a plague sword into battle, said to be dipped in the foul pus and contagion that lies at the base of Nurgle's throne in the warp. His little rocking chair, because he's a grandpa. They are the most powerful of Nurgle's demons and generally act as leaders and father figures for the demons of the Plague Lord, epitomizing Nurgle's joyful paternal nature. And last but not least, we're going to talk about Nurgle's ultimate curse being the Great Clean One. Look it up. It just looks wrong.
If one of you guys throw it into the Discord, I can show them.
I'm not doing it. I don't need that.
I don't want to see it.
I don't want to see it. It's so wrong. Alright, well, last I got a fun fact for you. So, fun fact, the inspiration for the Plague Lord came from a Babylonian god named Nurgle, the god of war, death, and disease. Kind of on the nose, right?
That sounds like they copy-pasted that one.
Yeah, but Nurgle is actually spelled N-U-R-G-L-E. The Babylonian god is N-E-R-G-A-L.
Oh, so they swapped some letters around. Oh boy.
Yes. Oh yeah, oh boy, yeah. But I just thought that was kind of interesting.
GW's got to save themselves some copyright.
Well,
They always do.
Are they gonna get sued by fucking Babylon?
You would be shocked.
But that's all I have on Nurgle today for you guys.
All right.
Did you learn that?
You tried your last thoughts already? Jeez.
I say not much I'm going to talk about Nurgle.
Not much
much
you
I
want
want
to talk about.
Not much that you want to talk about.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry, but there's a lot of sick shit when it came to Nurgle. Okay.
Well, it definitely sounds like it, like so.
Yeah, man. He's really like, oh god, disease is not my thing. I don't like being sick. So it's just a lot of it, just like no.
Yeah, sick too much. Especially recently. Seems like I've been sick a lot more recently.
Yeah, we've been hit by Nurgle a lot lately.
Apparently.
Not fun.
And the Codicea does not give a shit. Superior genetics, motherfucker.
No,
Transhuman biology.
He says this, and now he's soon gonna get sick himself. Watch next week. I'm too sick to join. Nurgle heard you.
Try me, you fat goblin.
Fat goblin. You be talking about your others that way.
Oh, you know, Ems had to talk to Nurgle on how to make you, bitch.
No, actually, you're thinking of something completely different that we won't spoil.
Oh.
You're thinking something completely different.
Technically, I'm not too far. Well, actually, technically,
You were way the fuck off.
No,
right
no.
now.
Listen to this. No, technically, if he had to talk to them, to the Chaos Gods, to make that thing that also was used to make you.
Not so much to make as much to make work. There's a difference.
The foundations. The start.
More like the keystone, but we're not going to get into that.
Oh,
Because some of us don't consider certain of the recent books to be canon for obvious reasons of the stupid shit they pulled. Yes. There's a secret eldritch language that can fucking make demons explode.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Why don't we know this
That's
language?
it. I don't know. You would think you would teach everybody who could use it how to use it, and then suddenly you wouldn't have a demon problem no more.
Nurgle's just gone now.
It's because it's Imperial propaganda, that's why.
Or, here's another good one. How did the Mechanicus just lose 90% of its other Titans besides 3 other Titan Legions?
Yay.
Demons?
I'm not judging. It's just, for fuck's sakes, you don't need... You could make a better book by just not fucking these up.
We still have to come up with a shade for your Castellan robots.
Oh yeah, we do.
I got a little spruce sheet that I did some tests. Well, I did some tests on. You'd have to. Next time you're over, you'll have to check them out.
Yeah, no, we couldn't hang out last Saturday.
No, but maybe this one coming up.
Maybe. All depends.
I
Bob, you gonna join us?
hit this silver.
What's that?
You gonna join us next Saturday for Hangout Day, Warhammer Day?
Perhaps.
Perhaps. You know, if 90% of your people don't call off again, right?
Don't. We're not going to talk about that. It legitimately had me upset.
The joy of being a manager, right?
Yes.
Well, I just gotta do some touching up. If there's your installed robot, we gotta get a shade figured out. And then I don't know what you want to do for base. But those are all details we'll figure out later.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, speaking of which, are we going to do... Oh, never mind, you didn't buy it. Like I say, we gotta do that Battle Block Theater, but I forgot.
If we want to do Battle Block Theater, it will have to wait for another week.
I mean, we could always do what we normally do.
Oh, we got two things we normally do.
And throw that out. And there we are.
Or if we want to, we could finally let Twitch fuck with us.
Oh, did they ever get that working?
Yes, I figured out how to get that working.
I figure if anybody would really want to screw with us, it'd be Burrito. But I didn't see Burrito pop up.
Oh, she was excited to play Battle Block Theater today. Because I told her to get it. I don't think she probably went to bed. Don't think about it.
Well, isn't that bad of an idea? I'm only running on 2 hours of sleep.
I was like, why don't you go to fucking bed, bro?
I actually might. I actually had a hockey Sunday night. And I got my ass kicked. We only lost 2-1, but that was a hard game. Oh man, that was a tough one. I don't think I've made that many glove saves in my life. In that one game. I at least had 4 back-to-back where they just kept shooting it off the face-off. I'm like, guys, just please, for love of God, win a face-off.
Please, I'm begging you.
And of course, it was the 11:30 at night game, so you don't get home till midnight. Then you're trying to go to sleep, but you can't because you're all raring to go. And I think finally I looked at the clock. It was like 3 or 4 in the morning, and I was like, fuck. Then you get up, go to work.
And then just sadness, despair, and emptiness.
Sadness and despair.
You fed Grandpa Nurgle.
I'm hoping next weekend to actually do a test run of the XCOM series I'm going to start doing.
Ooh, what day?
I'm not entirely sure yet. It's either Saturday or Sunday. Possibly Friday.
If you do Sunday, I could join you. Something I want to talk to you after the show, by the way.
Okay, yeah, we'll stick around for the show.
Okay.
But I definitely want to start the XCOM thing. And so just we talk about Nurgle today, because that's a good run into Chaos Gate that's coming out, where you play as the Grey Knights fighting Nurgle. So you'll be able to see kind of like Nurgle's realm and how it kind of gets all nasty and disgusting, and you're fighting in there. And that's a series I will be doing on Twitch here when that game comes out. Supposed to come out in beginning of May.
Fucking Grey Knights.
And then, has anybody heard anything about Dark Tide? I have yet to hear a date.
I haven't either. Another month?
Yeah, we really don't really know.
Last I heard, it was supposed to be. Wait, isn't this today? This is the month May?
Battle Sister comes out tomorrow.
So Kyle probably gonna want to play that one.
So that's the VR. You're playing VR as a Battle Sister, as Sororitas.
Let me see.
And then,
it just says spring 2022.
Yeah, last I saw, there was no updates to anything on it. And then May 5th is supposed to be when Chaos Gate comes out. So I'm gonna run XCOM with 40k mods until Chaos Gate comes out, and then we'll play Chaos Gate on here.
Also, why is almost every fucking Warhammer game, if you gotta fight Chaos, you're fighting Nurgle?
He's just easy to do, I guess.
Zombies.
Yeah, pretty much. I figure Khorne and Nurgle will be like the 2 easiest to do when it comes to just fighting hordes of them.
Oh yeah, because if you're fighting Slaanesh, they're all traveling at Mach 10.
And then you gotta have a disclaimer warning of titties.
Yeah.
Titties and balls flinging everywhere.
See, that'll make a good PG-18 game.
And then Zinch.
Zinch is just nothing but fucking spellcaster.
Just fighting wizards and spell and like birds.
New York Simulator? Oh no, New York Simulator is Nurgle.
All the rats.
All the rats everywhere.
Shit. All the plagues.
Ready to do an episode, Kyle?
Yeah. Any final thoughts? Anybody?
Don't get infected by Nurgle, guys.
Especially fucking in this goddamn garden of spoiled cabbage.
Oh God! Don't make me rethink the garden.
He left out the worst bits.
Yeah. There's so much more.
Oh,
so much
God.
more I left out.
I don't even want to think about it. But
No, you don't.
ugh.
You don't. I'm already cursed with that knowledge. Don't be like me. I acted as a filter for you guys.
Yeah, I took the worst of it.
Let me just say, I got bits of that knowledge locked in my neural vault, and I'm currently trying to figure out how I could burn that image out of my mind.
Yeah. Well.
Okay, well, in the episode, so I can go do that.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. This has been the Art of Lore show. Got the knight built finally. Just gotta get some base coat on her, get some prime on her, and as we paint it, when it's finally all said and done, I'll do the backstory upon the free blade I'm doing. Alan, as his knight, is Lucas on a robot taking care of one of them, I should say. The other one ain't even built yet. It's still in the spruce. And I still got your little data smith also.
He's just sitting there chilling.
We'll just have to do some final detail work on him, get the shade and that. What we want to shade him with and everything and that, or highlight whatnot. I have some ideas for some highlights on the paint after the shade to try to give it that glow that we were talking about. So I have some ideas to go over you with that. And then we'll keep working on the guardsmen. Finally be able to play a game of Kill Team hopefully here soon. Work on the knight, get the knight lore going, get the knight going. I don't have any of the big armor plates on the knight yet. It's just the base model. The base model's all built up, ready to go. I want to get that primed and painted first, and then I will paint and put on the big like shoulder pauldrons and all that, because there's no way I'm painting under all that. And we heard today was the Nurgle episode. Everyone got to hear about all the wonderful Nurgle love. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, just go ahead and hit up our Discord or shoot us an email. We actually have a show email now. It's in the description.
Oh.
So if you don't want to join the Discord, but you do have questions or you do want to suggest an episode or something, go right on ahead and shoot us an email. It's not checked very regularly, so good luck. I'm trying to work better on that.
Do you want to give me the info, Kyle, and I'll look it up for you?
Yeah, I'll share it with you. That way we can both handle it.
Yeah, you can throw it to the Royal Court.
I got so much shit to keep track of with this. We also have a YouTube channel. Check out our YouTube channel. It's all the old replays. So you go back from the very first pilot episode up until now, which it says episode 12, but it's more like 20, with as many retakes and half episodes we've had to do the last few months here.
Yeah, we've been having issues. Tactical issues. We blame the Chaos Demons.
We sadly have an Instagram that I am really bad at also updating. I tried to take pictures of it, all the models I've been working on and everything, and put them up on there. If I do a paint and chill, I'll post what I painted up on there, which last paint and chill I believe was the Canoptic Reanimator. I did the Canoptic Doomstalker before that. I still need to finish my Locust Heavy Destroyer and my Canoptic Spider. And I have to fix and then paint my Doomsday Arc. That's also on the list to get done on the next paint and chill.
Because Tab broke it, is it?
I gotta drill it out and fix the bottom where you put the clear peg in. I kind of snapped that off in there. I was like, well, he's gonna be a little lower to the ground now.
God damn it, Kyle. This is why we can't have nice things.
At least it's my own model I fucked up.
Oh.
So, at least nothing too bad there.
Oh. I think it's time for... Okay, well... Anything else? Any thoughts, concerns, questions from either one of you two?
I think that's it
When
for
are you
me.
gonna grow a nutsack and quit leaving out shit?
Wait, what?
Talking about you censoring Nurgle.
Huh? What? I don't know. I'm tired too, guys.
Just
The
confusing.
tiredness is with the mind.
Just
It's
confusing.
smooth
You don't even know.
brain.
My brain is moved from two reasons. Having to look up Nurgle shit. That's the main reason. And then lack of sleep.
Could be worse. Just wait till we talk about Slaanesh.
Oh god, no!
Yes. I want to know about the Emperor's Children.
No.
When I do my XCOM, run, I'm playing as the Emperor's Children pre-heresy.
That'd be
So,
a wonderful
I have the purple
episode.
boys instead of the pink boys.
God damn it. I'm not good at Slaanesh episode. God, no. Do you know how quick we'll get our show taken down?
Oh, please. What are they going to do?
Howard.
We're not even an affiliate yet.
Oh, we plan to.
Yeah.
If
So
we
we'll
ever
get the
get to that
Slanesh
50.
episode out early, before we're an affiliate.
Then we're just gonna lose that. We gotta put that on YouTube then automatically because it's gonna get taken strike down from our fucking.
Well,
archives.
I'll grab that episode, and we'll put it on the YouTubes. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. The VOD only lasts
well.
on here, like, I don't know how... I think the VODs last 15 days on here, I think.
All right. all right, well,
Nobody needs to know.
okay, I'm leaving this. I'm leaving before you guys try and fucking make me do a Slaanesh episode.
Alright.
Next
Well-
week, Slaanesh.
Fuck you.
That's gonna be next week. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. This has been the Art of Lore Show. Check out the Discord. Check out Instagram. Check out YouTube. We have email now if you want to email any questions or show topics or anything like that. But yeah, we hope to hear from you guys again or see from you guys. See, but we technically don't see them. I guess hear from them. Yeah, that sounds good.
All right.
All right, everybody.
Night, everybody.
We hope you all have a good night, and thank you for stopping by.